I am going to teach you about the refraction of light. So basically in last classes we have already studied about the reflection. So see here, if this is our surface, on this surface if any light ray strikes on this surface, means if the light ray is incident on this surface, what happens means three things will happen. One, it can reflect the light, one it will absorb the light, and another one is the transmission. So totally three things will happen. First one is the reflection, that we have already studied, and next is the absorption. So this absorption we will study under the thermodynamics, and third one is the transmission. So this transmission we will study here, that is the refraction of light. And these three things will depend on the nature of this material, whether this material is a good reflector or a transmitter. For example, if you take any glass, what it will do, it will transmit the light, so that is the transmission. If it is a black body, then it will absorb the light. And next, if you take the mirror, then it will reflect the light, that is the reflection. So three things will happen, and it depends on the nature of this material, what type of material we are using. So here already these two topics we have studied. Next we will study about this transmission. So for this transmission we will study as the refraction of light. Means whenever light ray travels from one medium to another medium, what happens to that light, means whether it will go in a same direction or whether it will change its direction, that we will study here. So the definition of refraction of light is bending of a ray of light when it travels from one medium to another of different optical density. So here medium means air is a medium, water, glass, diamond, these are all the different medium in which the light is traveling. So all these medium we will call it as the optical medium. Why we are calling as optical medium means those mediums which allow the light to pass is called as the optical medium. Next we will study about the optical density. Optical density means first we will study about optically rarer medium. Optically rarer medium, the medium in which light travels very fast is called as optically rarer medium. Light travels fast. Next, optically denser. Optically denser means light travels slow. Means the medium in which light travels at very high velocity or at very high speed, then it is called as a optically rarer medium. And the medium in which light travels at a low speed, means as compared to this rarer medium, it travels at a low speed, that medium we will call it as a optically denser medium. So now see here, light is traveling at a very high speed. Already we know that its value is, velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Means in 1 second it will travel 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter. Means that much fast it is traveling. So we can't identify whether the light is traveling fast or it is traveling slow. So to identify that, we will calculate the optical density. See here, if light is traveling at this much speed, this speed cannot be recognized by our eyes. For example, if a person is walking slow or fast, we can easily identify that person is walking very fast or whether he is walking slow, that we can tell. But this speed, this velocity we cannot identify. Our eyes will not identify this speed, whether the light is traveling fast or slow. So for that reason only we will calculate the optical density. So for optical density, first we have to understand what is optically rarer medium and what is optically denser. Rarer medium means light travels fast. In denser medium, light travels slow. Rarer medium means free space, means light will be traveling at a very high speed without any disturbance. Means the path will be very free, so it will travel very fast. But in denser medium, it will be for example, crowded space. In crowded space we can't walk that much speed in as we are walking in a free space or in ground. In playground we can walk very fastly, but in crowded space, in crowded places we can't go that much speed. So similarly light also face that one. In denser medium light travels slow. And next after that See here, to calculate this optical density we are here to measure or to calculate. To measure optical density we will use we will refer one thing, that is the refractive index. We will use the term refractive index to measure optical density. So refractive index is represented as mu, or in some books they are written as n, and this refractive index is calculated as c by v. C is velocity of light in air or vacuum divided by velocity of light in that medium. Velocity of light in medium. So now see here, if we want to calculate the velocity of light, for example refractive index, if we want to calculate the refractive index of water, then what we will do means in water how much what is the speed of the light, that if you want to calculate, first we will take the refractive index. So refractive index of water is equals to, we will take velocity of light, that we already know that 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So here we will write 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second and divided by velocity of light in that medium. Medium means which medium we will take? Water. Means in water light is traveling at how much speed, that we will write here and we will calculate the refractive index. By this refractive index we can come to know that how much the speed of light has been reduced in that medium. Means when light is traveling from air to water medium, in air it is traveling at 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, but when it enters into water medium, how much the speed has been reduced, that we will come to know with the help of the refractive index. So that is the use of refractive index. Next we will study about this phenomenon, why the light will bend. Using the ray diagram we will study here. Now see here, I am taking the interface. This is the interface which is separating the two medium. Here is our medium 1 and here is our medium 2, and its refractive index is mu1 and its refractive index is mu2. Suppose you consider this is the rarer medium, means in which light travels at higher speed, and this one is the denser medium. So next, after that I will draw one normal. So this is our normal line and this is our incident ray. Means light is falling at this interface, means on this interface the light ray is striking. Then what happens? The light ray has traveled in this direction. If the medium was same, means here also same medium and here also same medium. If both are same medium, then light has traveled in this direction. But here the medium has been changed. Here is our denser, rarer medium and here is our denser medium. So because of that change in medium, light will bend here. At the interface light will bend and it will travel in this direction. So this is our refracted ray. This is our incident ray. This is our refracted ray, and this angle between this normal and this incident ray, this is our angle of incidence and this is our angle of refraction. Means here when light ray is traveling from rarer medium to denser medium, light ray will bends towards the normal. This condition we will call it as towards the normal, because instead of going in this direction, light is traveling towards, means it is bending towards the normal. So this is the case in which here this light ray is traveling with velocity v1 and here this refracted ray is traveling with velocity v2. Next, opposite condition we will study here. Again I will draw one interface which is separating the two medium. Here is our medium 1, here is our medium 1 and here is our medium 2, and here refractive index we will take it as mu1 and here is our refractive index mu2, but here we will take denser medium and here this medium we will take it as the rarer medium, opposite of the first. So now again I will draw here one normal. Again here light ray is striking at this surface. Next, the light ray has traveled in this direction if the medium was same. Means if we have not changed the medium, means light ray has traveled in this direction, but because of change in medium, light will bends and it will change its direction, it will travel in this path. This is our refracted ray, this is our incident ray, and this angle is angle of incidence and this angle is the angle of refraction. Now you see here, this light ray is traveling, it is bending away from the normal. So this is called as bending away from the normal. In both the cases it is bending, but first case it is bending towards the normal and here it is bending away from normal. The difference is change in the medium. Here it is traveling from denser to rarer, here the light ray is traveling from rarer to denser medium. So now see here, this is our angle of incidence and this is our angle of refraction. Angle I is greater than angle R. And next, here the light ray is traveling with velocity v1 and here light ray is traveling with velocity v2. In rarer medium, light ray will travel at very high speed, means v1 is greater than v2. So here I will write velocity of light ray in first medium is greater than velocity of light in second medium. Here in this case, angle of incidence, see this angle and this angle, which is greater? Angle of refraction is greater. So here I will write angle of incidence is less than angle of refraction. Next, after that, velocity. Here it is traveling with velocity v1 and here the light ray is traveling with velocity v2. So here which one is greater? Rarer medium is v2. So v2 velocity will be greater. So this is the condition. So in first case, when light ray is traveling from rarer to denser, light will bend towards the normal. When light ray travels from denser to rarer, it will bend away from the normal. Next, after that, refractive index mu1 and here this is the refractive index mu2. Which one is greater? So the relation you see here, refractive index is equals to C by V. This is the formula to calculate the refractive index. So from this formula, C is always constant. If C is constant, means refractive index is only dependent on the velocity. So refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity of the light. So here refractive index, if velocity of v1 is greater, means refractive index will be less. Using this condition we can write this one. And next here same, refractive index of mu1 and here refractive index is mu2. Which one is greater? According to this condition, if v1 is lesser, means v1 will be here greater, mu1 will be greater. So the relation you have to remember that refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity of the light. Means the medium which is having higher refractive index, suppose if the medium is having higher refractive index, means its velocity will be less, means in that medium light will travel slowly. Next, if the refractive index is less, if refractive index is less, means velocity will be more. Refractive index is more means velocity is less, means this one is the denser medium. And if refractive index is less, means it is the rarer medium. This condition also you have to remember, because to solve numericals you have to remember this condition. Denser medium means always its refractive index will be high, rarer medium means refractive index will be less. If refractive index is more, velocity will be less, opposite condition. So this is all about the refraction of the light. Next we will study two another cases in which light will never bend. If the medium has changed, then also light ray will never bend. That phenomenon also we will call it as refraction. So we will see those two cases. Two cases where light never bends. Where light never bends. So first case, in first case again we will take anything, whether light will travel, if the light is traveling from rarer to denser or denser to rarer, no problem. We will take two medium. So in first case, this is interface. Here is our medium 1 and here is our medium 2. Here refractive index is mu1 and here refractive index is mu2, and this is our normal line. So now in this case, incident light ray is traveling perpendicular to the surface, making an angle of 90 degree. Means when the light ray strikes straightly, means perpendicular to the surface. If this is our interface, means light ray will strikes perpendicular, and that in this condition, angle of incidence is equals to 0. Then what happens means, at this interface, when light ray enters in the other medium, when light ray enters the second medium, what happens means it will go straightly, it will never bend. In this case, what we have seen, the light ray has changed its path. Instead of going in this direction, light has changed its path. But here in this case, when the light ray is coming normally, means when the light ray is perpendicular to the surface, what happens means it will not bend, it will go straight. So this is called as the normal incidence, and here in this case, angle of refraction is also 0. Angle of incidence, angle of refraction, both are equals to 0. But here the light ray is traveling with velocity v1 and here the light ray has traveling with velocity v2. If the medium has same, then v1 is equals to v2. But because of change in medium, what we are observing, v1 is not equals to v2. So this case we will call it as the normal incidence. In normal incidence, both the angles are equals to 0, and here in normal incidence case, the light ray will never bend. So you have to remember that in refraction, at what condition the light ray will never bend means, at the normal incidence the light ray will never bend. Next, after that second condition, second case, you see here, this is a medium and here is our medium 1, here is our medium 2, and its refractive index is mu1 and its refractive index is mu2, and this is our normal. When light ray goes here and it will travel straightly. This is our incident ray and this is our refracted ray. Here there is no bending, means refractive index of mu1 is equals to refractive index of mu2. Here see here condition, when the refractive index of both the medium are same, in that condition the light ray will never bend, it will travel straightly. So these two cases we have to remember. First case, in normal incidence there is no bending of the light, and in second case, if the refractive index are same of both the medium, then also light will never bend, it will travel straightly. So these are the two cases. Next, after that, again one formula we have seen, that velocity is equals to frequency into wavelength. Velocity is equals to frequency into wavelength. This formula already we have studied. So in this case, see here, this velocity and this wavelength both are dependent on medium, and this frequency depends on source. Depends on the source of light. So see here, if this is our interface, this is our normal, and here refractive index is mu1 and here refractive index is mu2. Light ray is traveling from rarer to denser. This is angle of incidence, this is angle of refraction. So now see here, in this case, what we can write, refractive index is equals to C by V1 for the first one. Means for to calculate the refractive index of first medium, refractive index is equals to C by V1, and for second medium what we will write, refractive index of mu2 is equals to C by V2, velocity of light in the second medium. Next, after that, if you take the ratio, refractive index of second medium by first medium, mu2 can be written as C by V2 divided by mu1, means V1 by C. Here C will be cancelled, so this condition can be written as refractive index mu2 by mu1 is equals to V1 by V2. Now see here, you see this condition and this formula, V is equals to F into lambda. So instead of V1 we will use this formula, mu2 is equals to mu2 by mu1 is equals to, in place of V1 we will write F lambda 1 divided by V2 we will use F lambda 2. F will be cancelled, frequency, because frequency will never change. Whenever the light ray is traveling from any medium, from one medium to another medium, when light ray travels, then frequency will not change, frequency will be constant. Only what is changing? Wavelength is changing. So this can also be written as refractive index of second medium divided by first medium is equals to V1 by V2 is equals to lambda 1 by lambda 2. This condition you have to remember. By this condition we can come to know that whenever the light ray is traveling from one medium to another medium, velocity is changing and wavelength, these two terms are changing, frequency remains the constant. Frequency will not change because frequency depends on the source, means from which source the light is traveling, on that source it is dependent, not on the medium. Next, after that, this refractive index can be written as refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. This can be written as refractive index of second divided by refractive index of first medium. Means in this case we are calculating for the refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. It means in comparison with the first medium. For example, if I want to calculate refractive index of water, refractive index of water means we can write this one as refractive index of water with respect to air. So here refractive index of water with respect to air, like this we will do the calculation. So this is all about the refraction of the light. Refraction definition is bending of a ray of light when it travels from one medium to another medium. Means whenever light ray travels from one medium to another of different density, light will bend. The reason for bending of light is change in the velocity, because light will not travel at the same speed in all the medium. Light will change its velocity when the medium will be different. For example, in air, light travels at a very high speed in air. Next, after that, light travels faster in the water. Next, after that, light travels faster in glass. Next, fourth one is the diamond. Means if you compare these two, if you take the two mediums, one is the glass, another one is the diamond, means light travels faster in glass and slow in the diamond. If you take these two medium, water and glass, light will travel faster in water and slow in the glass. If you take these two medium, light travels faster in air and less means slow in the water. So next, see here, I will give you one example. By that you will come to know how the light ray is changing its velocity. This is the interface. Next here I will take different mediums. Here is the air, here is water, here is the glass, and here diamond. Here this medium is air, all these mediums are air. See here, when the light ray is traveling from air to air medium, there is no change in direction and no change in the velocity. And here in this second case, this is our first case. In second case, when light ray is traveling from air to water, its distance will be slightly reduced. here again the light rays traveling from air to glass, again from air to diamond. See here, in all these first cases, in all these cases velocity will be same because all these rays are traveling in the air medium, but when it enters the different medium its velocity will be different, because of that their traveling distances will be reduced. Here in air it is traveling at maximum velocity, so it has covered more distance. In water its velocity will be reduced, means light's velocity will be reduced, so it has covered a less distance as compared to this first one. Again here glass velocity will be reduced, so again it has covered the less distance. And again here diamond, again the velocity will be less, so it has covered the less distance. So in the different medium light travels at different velocity. So this is all about the refraction of light. In refraction one thing we have to remember that light will bends. The reason for bending is the change in the velocity. So this is all about refraction.